Good morning, it's your girl. Yes, it's me. Man, let me tell you something. This episode is bananas. It's so much going on. ICE agents is wilding. Now, for real. Yo, deportations is on the rise. We got protests. We got a parade. All kinds of things to talk about. We even got a crazy assassination. Yo, stay tuned. It's about to get crazy. The streets are talking. The streets are talking. So first things first, we have to get into the sad part of the news, right? The sad part is that two Minnesota lawmakers were assassinated. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing ever. It's crazy. So look, Representative Melissa Hortman was home with her husband and her grown daughter, right? Someone knocked on the door. They opened the door. The gunman was dressed in full tactical gear and proceeded to shoot. She ran in, she saved her daughter, fell on the top of her and saved her, right? Unfortunately, her and her husband didn't make it. This gunman then left there and went to Senator John Hoffman's house to assassinate him and his wife. This guy had a manifesto and they were on the list. Thank God they survived because the police got there fast enough. The only weird thing is that the police didn't catch the guy. They had a shootout with him, but he got away. What? Anywho, the FBI put out a reward for the arrest and prosecution of one Vance Bulliter. Probably killing his name, but he's a killer. I know that doesn't sound funny, but I'm saying. So he's out there on the run. He probably wouldn't notice him because he looks average. It's nothing nothing different about him is what I'm saying. Anyway, he's out there on the run and the FBI offering a $50,000 reward. 50,000? You telling me these people's lives was only worth $50,000? It's 2025. Hello, FBI. It's 2025. The least you should go is 100,000. The least. And she was a senator. It should be $250,000. You may get where he at right now. He at McDonald's eating a Big Mac, is what I'm saying. But $50,000 you ain't gonna get too many hits on that. Ain't too many people care about that. But the saddest thing of all is watching your parents be assassinated in front of you. And the only reason you're alive is because your mother laid down her life for yours. Now, if that isn't a mother's love, man. RIP to all involved. And yeah, I hope they catch his ass. I'm just saying. And if things couldn't be any worse, the ICE agents are running out here like renegades. They pulling up on people like they real police officers. Okay? Now, I know that those are just MAGAs they hired because most police officers have some sort of training. They acting like it's just some Yahoo. Let's go. They act like they rounding up like back in the day when they rounded up the slaves, slave catchers. And that's what it feels like. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. They're catching the people at work. For people you say who are out here murdering and this, that, and the other, every time they catching somebody, what they doing? Working? What the? You always catching them at their job. Whether they're a laborer, whether they're working in the hotel industry, the restaurant industry, y'all catching them on their job, landscaping, anything. They're working. Now, when has work committed crime? Only in 2025, under this new administration. For all who voted for this administration, middle finger to y'all. Middle finger to y'all all day, because that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I seen a video, yo, it broke my heart. It was like 4 Mexican guys on a roof. They were re-roofing a home. ICE agents stood all the way around, waiting for them to come down. Like, I don't know how long they waited, and I don't know if they actually ever got them, because if you know anything about Mexican workers, they can hang on that shit for days. You hear what I'm saying? Days. But that's still sad. Super sad. And it's ridiculous. So in light of all of this gang style roundup from ICE, the president saying, hey, let me throw a parade for my birthday. He want to act like it's for the military, but it's not. It was the worst parade in the history of our country. It was the most disrespectful parade in the history of our country. He said, yeah, it was like, 250,000 people out there. Nah, it was a lot of empty holes. It was less than, probably, they predicted maybe less than 200,000, which is still too many people. And you can see as the army tanks came down the road, all you heard was it was so quiet, you could hear the tanks. Yeah. It was the boringest parade in the history of this country. All to celebrate his 79th birthday. This is getting ridiculous, y'all. Seriously. All that money he spent for what? And he took 6,000 troops. Now, this is the wild thing, right? It's not surprising, but it's wild. All 6,000 enlisted military personnel, men and women, were white. Need I say more? Need I say more? Boy, if anybody's seen this type of thing, it's black people. We know it all too well. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And then some lighter news. The Diddy case is still going on. And honestly, it's looking more and more like Diddy is just a freak. Any of those things they're trying to get him on, I believe it's not going to work. Because they're trying to get him on something more than He really did. All he is a black Hugh Hefner. Hear me. Hugh Hefner did the same shit, but he had underage girls. Let's be clear. But of course, they ain't coming to get him because why? Yeah, he's white. They never was gonna come get him. God rest his soul. Hugh Hefner. That's it. See, the problem is in this country, white people want to take down black men so bad, or black people so bad, that they fudge evidence. They did the same thing to OJ. They fudged the evidence. That's why he got off. Just present your case, say what it is, and stop adding on something. I'm just saying. I'm not for or against Diddy, for the record. I'm saying it's crazy. And Byron Allen, we're just having too many black white things happening. Byron Allen, if you don't know who he is, please look him up. He owns 90% of black media, real black media, not BET, because we don't own that. I can't wait till somebody else comes up with something else to smash BET because that's not our channel. It really isn't. Anywho, he had a $10 billion lawsuit against McDonald's that they just settled. He had it for racial stereotyping by excluding black-owned media from most of its advertising budget. He sued him for that. I know they were surprised. You know, he owned the Weather Channel. It's a few companies that he owns. So big up to him for doing that. We needed that. And on a real light note, the BET Awards. Woo! Wait! It is about time the BET Awards were finally good. They haven't been good in at least 10 to 15 years. It's been so long. Maybe not that long, but it seems like that long. See, the problem is these new artists, not all, but most of them, especially the rappers, it's no showmanship. It's nothing. There's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no artistry in what they do. And they have no clue. See, because it's been taken over by white people just want you to make money off you and downgrade your people. So that's been working for the last 10, 15 years. So what BET had to do, because last year was a shit show. People showed up like they was at home, basically in slippers and a robe, like looking like just bums. This is an award show that's on TV. Come on. So they called back the old school. You know where they had real music? Yeah. They called back all the old school people, and it was beautiful. For once, we heard real good music because there hasn't been any really good music in a long time. You might have a couple artists that have a couple songs you like, but their albums be trash. See, these people go back, we talking over 20, 30 years ago. They had to come back and save the BET Awards because they have been terrible. Like, I love Gorilla, but this year she ended up winning the Gospel Award. Gorilla? Oh, that was wild. Now that was wild. Then you got Clarissa Shields being mad at Angel Reese because Angel Reese won award for, best sportswoman or athlete, female athlete. I said sportswoman, but female athlete. So she goes on and tweets some bullshit. Come on, get over it. Clarissa, we know you're good, but so is Angel, okay? And they chose Angel. That's it. No disrespecting another sister. That's crazy. It makes no sense. When it's her time, it's her time. You got all the accolades and you older than her, so act like it. I gotta say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Yo, I gotta say this with my chest. Look, Black Americans understand the plight of the protests. Hell, basically, we created it. Every major protest in this country has come from Black Americans. And not only for civil rights, our rights, it's for everyone's rights. We're always fighting for everyone, even when it ain't got nothing to do with us or our community. But see, we've done that for centuries and we're tired. And you asking where we at? We're at home. Because guess what? For centuries, our ancestors did it for everyone. And guess what? We get shitted on. Even by people who come from our DNA. Yeah, you Hispanics, you Latinos. When Black Lives Matter was going on, who cares about who started it? We're talking about the movement. We've seen very few of you. We didn't call you out. We didn't ask where you were. We already knew we were on our own. We've always been on our own. We're the ones who made women's rights dope. It wasn't a whole lot of white women, but they benefited more than we did. And we never once complained because we knew how it was and how it still is. It's still the same. It's sad as shit, to be honest, that after centuries of protesting, marching, being hung from trees, being tracked down like animals, police brutality, we have survived it all. You name it, we survived it. You think what's going on in California is like never happened? Is a big deal? Yes, it's disrespectful and we feel for them. But you look at all the protests that happened in California, you'll see us or our ancestors. You don't see none of y'all asses. So to ask for our help is disrespectful. When we told y'all what it was in November, but y'all did your own thing. We're voting for Trump. Well, guess what? You fucked around and found out. They got ICE out here. Do we feel bad? We do. But we are not willing any longer to put our lives on the line for people who would call us a nigger. Yeah, I said it. And mean it just like the white people. Yeah, no, we're not helping your ass. We're not. We're minding our business and we are sending you prayers though. It's a lot of prayers. So any black people that's on them streets, this is not our fight. Our fight is coming, but we're ready because we stay ready. We don't have to get ready. We stay ready. You guys were too comfortable thinking you were closer to white than us. Welcome to being black too. That shit makes me laugh because you have to be ignorant not to follow the people who have been through the most bullshit in this country. You reap what you sow. Remember that. So don't be looking around for us because we're not there and we ain't coming. I had to say it with my chest. Alrighty, people, coming to the end of the show, and I always got to leave you with something So, well, in light of all the things that have happened in this country, the thing is, the people that you disregard the most and take for granted are those same people who have helped you or been there for you in your time of need. But your disregard is coming back as karma now. Because you will always reap what you sow. I still need y'all to get up. Yeah, you. Get up, get out, and get some, baby.